Hi, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Full Court Press presented by Serra Rochester Hills. I'm your host, Patti Cesarini, and today I am joined by Jack Zukbus from the men's golf team. Jack, thanks so much for being here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely, and you were a bit of a stud in high school, ranked as high as number 2 in the state of Michigan and number 1 in the class of 2022. Being so good in high school and at that young age where you're still kind of trying to figure things out, how did you really handle that?
Honestly, like with COVID going on and all that, and with there
Yeah.
only being like for golf, there's only 10-man rosters, so there wasn't really like being number 1 in Michigan. I mean, that's nice to have, but at the end of the day, like there's only a couple spots for the roster, so it's still just had to lock in and grind, I guess.
Yeah. How did COVID affect things for you?
It just slowed down the process of recruiting, basically. Created it, like just delayed it, because then the seniors got like an extra year of eligibility.
Yeah.
So that just kind of shrunk the team.
Yeah. So at what age in high school were you when COVID hit?
It was sophomore year, so
Okay.
15, 16.
Oh, wow.
Somewhere, yeah.
And then for golf, when does recruiting really become a big thing?
Your junior year, summer
Okay.
is probably the biggest year.
Yeah. So then could you say that maybe your sophomore year of high school is a big development year gearing up for when recruiting starts, your junior year?
Yeah, it actually was, because with COVID, school
Yeah.
was shut down for a little bit, so I actually was able to golf more.
Okay.
Because it's it was outside and stuff, so it
It
wasn't the worst
wasn't
thing.
closed down,
Yeah,
right?
there was a positive, I guess.
Yeah. And in that time, what were some things that you think you really were able to focus in on from just playing so much because it was something that was still accessible during the time of COVID?
Probably I was just able to focus on just really everything, just practicing on hitting balls, playing, and just it was extra time, really.
Extra
Just to-
reps.
Yeah,
Right.
just to do whatever I wanted.
And then you committed to Penn State. You went to Penn State, but then you transferred and you
Mhm.
came to OU.
Yeah.
So why make the move?
It just wasn't really the best fit. Wasn't playing the greatest, and I wanted to try something new.
And you're a Michigan native.
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
so was that something that maybe you missed being so close to home?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it was tough only seeing your parents a couple times a year,
Yeah.
because it was an 8-hour drive.
Yeah, that's far.
So you couldn't go back home for a long weekend or
Yeah.
anything like that.
And then how far is home from OU?
It's just 2 hours away.
Oh, so that's
Mhm,
nice.
yeah, much better.
So do you visit home a lot?
Well, with the season, I haven't visited
Yeah.
that much, but I've seen my parents, they've came to the tournament, so
Right.
that's been nice.
Yeah, they can come and visit you a lot more
Yeah.
often too. Yeah, that's nice. That's always a big thing with going to college and picking schools and stuff, is that if you're a bit of a homebody and stuff, it sucks going that far away from home. I was 5 hours away from home,
Yeah.
and even still, I was like, I can't go home on the weekends, if I
No.
wanted to, So I kind of I feel your pain. But 8 hours, that's a different ball
It's a
game.
long car ride.
Yeah, long car ride. But how is OU just a better fit for you in terms of just the golf team and being here?
I get along really well with our coach Nick Pumford,
Yeah.
and he's helped me out a lot, and it's just a great fit. Good team, good guys. School's going well too. Classes work out well. It's just a good fit.
Yeah. I mean, we were talking to your business major,
Mhm.
taking all the economics and the
Yeah.
business IT class. You said, yeah.
Mhm.
What do you think is the hardest business class to take?
The hardest business classes I've took was probably here. I'm new, so I haven't taken many.
Yeah. Oh,
But
that's
at
true.
Penn State, accounting,
Oh.
yeah, I don't.
God.
I was thinking about maybe majoring that after that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no.
You're like, you got a little taste of it, and you said,
mm-mm.
yeah, let's cut that
Yeah,
right
it
now.
was not fun.
Okay, so then you just went into regular, just
Yes,
the
yep.
business side of things. Nice. And then what are you looking to do with that business degree?
Probably go into sales.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
My dad's a salesman,
Okay.
so I don't know. I just feel like I'll be decent at that, and I haven't found anything totally that I just love.
Yeah,
So
it's hard. And then with sales too, it's a lot of communication, a lot of
Mhm.
talking. You like to
golf
talk.
course.
Golf
Yeah.
course. See, that plays into it. That's
Mhm.
nice. Is that you'll take your business partners or someone that you're looking to make a sale to or something and take them golfing. But I don't know. Maybe they won't like you so much because you'll probably just
We'll see.
beat them a little bit.
We'll see. Yes.
I'm only kidding. But talking about golf, and this season you guys did a joint match with the women's golf team,
Mhm.
Motor City Madness, where you guys took first place.
Yep.
But how did that work? Did you ever have anything or do anything like that before, having a joint match like that?
I have not. Nothing like organized like that.
Okay.
Maybe with like a couple friends,
Yeah.
but no, that was new. It was a lot of fun though.
Yeah. Yeah, talk to me about the trip and just how fun it was.
Yeah, so it was at Birmingham Country Club, which is like only 25 minutes away from here.
Mhm.
So that was nice. It's like a home tournament.
Yeah.
And then we played with one other person on the women's team, and then a guy and a girl from a different team.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it was
It
other
was like four.
teams.
It was like 4
oh,
people. Yeah. yeah.
Okay.
So essentially, I mean, you had all like your own matches. So like I would play the guy from the other school,
Okay.
and then the girl would play the girl from the other school, and then it was
Okay.
just combined. So like let's say we won, or I won my match and she lost hers. It would have been 1-1, like that thing.
Okay.
You just add it up, like
And you-
those total points.
And you added up by school, obviously, because that's
yeah.
how you guys ended up winning.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
hmm
So like you and whoever the female golfer was for
Mhm.
OU on your team, you'd add up.
Yeah.
Whoever you're playing against.
Mhm.
Okay. Nice. And then the championship match too. You guys played against Central Michigan
Yes.
for that.
hmm
What was kind of day 2 looking like after day 1 going into championship?
It was cold, really cold.
It's freezing.
So that was, I mean, miserable a little
Yeah.
bit, but I mean, it was a lot of fun. Like,
Yeah.
course was amazing. Vibes were high. So I mean, just stayed focused and just played our games.
Yeah, got the job done.
Yeah.
But how do you guys stay warm out there?
Hand warmers,
Yeah.
some coats, pants,
Mm-hmm.
Under Armour. I mean, as much as you can
Yeah.
get, but it's tough too because you don't want to have too much on, and then you can't really swing.
Then you can't move.
Yeah,
There's
no.
flexibility.
So it's just like another factor that makes it just harder, just
yeah.
more annoying.
Yeah. Well, and then I can only imagine like trying to grip a golf club when your
Mhm.
hands are super cold too.
Yep.
I'm like, no, I don't think I'd like that.
Mm-mm.
And then your feet are cold, and it's the worst. Once your hands and your feet get cold, you're like, now I'm miserable,
Mhm.
right? Because you
Yep.
can deal with the rest, but you're like, okay, how can I power through this
Mhm.
and get out of the cold? But you guys ended your fall season.
Yes.
And what's the overall assessment on how the fall went? Let's start with you personally. How did you feel like the fall ended for you?
I felt like it went pretty well the fall. I mean, it didn't end the greatest. I didn't play the best in the last tournament, nor did the team, which stunk. But like
Yeah.
other than that, I'd say it was pretty good. Like we all played well, so I think we'll be pretty in good shape for the spring season. Just kind of got to forget about that last tournament and just use it as motivation.
Yeah, and you've got some time off. The spring
Yeah.
season doesn't start up until February.
Yeah, like end of
right?
February.
End of February.
So plenty of time.
Yeah, kind of just right. Like I would assume that you would get a couple of weeks off or something of the sort before you guys started practicing again.
Yeah.
spring?
Right now we have had a couple days off, but
Nice.
everyone kind of does their own thing. Like if you want to practice, you can. I mean, good thing about golf is it's not like too demanding.
Yeah.
So, like,
yeah, like
You take
Body-wise.
maybe a couple days off after the last tournament, and then now we'll have some fun, go play some matches out there, just some good competitive practice.
yeah, and then also the other thing that's nice about golf is you can go to an indoor driving range if you don't want
Yeah.
to go outside,
Yeah.
or they've got all the simulators and all that kind of stuff now. But can you ever go to let's say a Top Golf or something like that with your buddies and just kind of have fun, or is it always competitive?
Oh yeah, no, having fun for sure. That's
I
the
didn't
best
know.
part. Yeah.
I didn't know as a golfer, playing in college, if
Mhm.
you could ever just go and kind of relax and have fun, or if you're always,
Yeah.
on the competitive edge.
Yeah, no, our coach is good with that too. He makes it's very like serious and all that, but a lot of our practices will be like a competition or something.
Yeah.
So it's really fun at the end of the day.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Because
no.
you have to have the balance in
Mhm.
it too. You know what I mean? But I guess, do you ever look at stuff like that the same? Because I know for other areas, and I think of broadcasting or game day productions, being a part of a group like that, I can't ever go to a basketball game or a football game and just sit and enjoy it because I'm constantly observing everything that's going on because I've been stuck, or I shouldn't say stuck because that has a negative connotation to it, but because I'm in that world. Is that kind of the same for golf when you go and just hang out with your buddies?
A little bit.
Something like that?
I would say, like, the difference is it would be, like, kind of like for football, like, just playing, like, some 7-on-7s,
Okay.
like, just having fun. Because when you're just playing, like, just, like, your buddies, like, 4 people, there's really nothing on the line. Like, at the end of the day, it's not like, oh, I play bad. Like, no one's really going to know other than the people in your group.
Right.
So it's just kind of just enjoying it. It's just fun, just being with your friends.
Yeah. And what's something that, moving into this off season, I call it the couple of months before the spring season starts, that you're looking to work on before heading into that spring season?
For me, I would like to just work on just getting more consistent. I have a couple, like, my misses. When I have a bad swing, it's pretty bad. Oh. So kind of just try and hone in my dispersion and just get it better.
Yeah. I mean, golf's a very frustrating sport. That's what I found out from the few times that I've played it. So I can only imagine for somebody who is a golfer that it has to be even more frustrating as well.
Yeah,
right?
It can. It's really frustrating, but it's also really satisfying.
Right.
So, like, when it's going really well, it's awesome. It's the best thing ever. And when it's going bad, that's where you got to learn how to make it not as bad. You got to get better at your bad being good. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Yeah. But how do you work through some of that frustration?
I mean, it's hard.
Yeah.
Like, there's really no way, like, simple way to put it. You just kind of have to put your head down, and if you want to get better, you gotta deal with it.
Yeah.
Like, nothing comes easy.
So do you feel like sometimes it's just a waiting game?
There's so much patience.
There's so many, ebbs and flows and
with
stuff.
golf too. Like, you could be playing great golf and the scores aren't coming. Like, you hit the ball, you could hit a bird realistically, and, like, that could screw you over. I mean, you could, it's like you hit a tree and yours could kick out of bounds and someone's could kick in the fairway. So
yeah, that's true.
It's a lot. I mean, not all luck, like, obviously not, but
a little.
Sometimes you could just be in, like, a slump, like nothing's going your way. Like,
yeah, that's any sport too. Though.
Yeah,
any athlete,
definitely.
right? You get into those funks and stuff, and yeah, that's never a fun place to be as an athlete. And I think that's something that universally across the board, every single athlete can relate to, is being in that sort of position where you're like, can I just get a win? Like, just even if it's just something little, right? Just something small. But Jack, that's all the serious questions I have for you. Now I want to play a little bit of golf themed this or that. Okay. So stick with me here.
All right.
Cart or walk the course?
I'd say cart.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You're like,
let's tournament walk, but
oh, really? Do you have to, or just
there's
preference?
Really no carts for tournaments.
Okay.
Unless it's like they're fighting daylight. It's like really rare.
Okay.
You do carts for like 36 holes.
Noted. All right, so you got some walking shoes on while you're golfing at your tournaments. Okay, PGA Tour or European Tour?
PGA Tour.
Okay. Soft spikes or spikeless shoes?
Probably soft spikes.
Links course or Parkland course?
I haven't really played a links course.
Okay, I figured because I know that's
Some kids on my team have, but I feel like I'd like a links course, but I'll just say the inland course.
Okay, yeah. By default.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
fair enough. But I felt like I still had to ask it at the end of the day. Okay, early morning tee time or late afternoon?
Late afternoon.
Oh, you're a late afternoon guy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Not really a morning person.
You're not a morning. Okay, again, so yeah, by default, you're like later, and I'm not waking up in the morning to go do that.
Oh no.
Okay, and then the last one: indoor simulator or outdoor driving range?
Oh, driving range. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Jack. Well, that's all that I've got for you here today. Hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. And that's it for this edition of Full Court Press, presented by Serra Ford Rochester Hills, and we will see you next time.